Palau and quick hands to Carraro. Carraro dummies back on the inside.
Well, a lot of changes for the Waratahs heading into 2016, most notably no Stephen Hoyles. It hasn't been spoken about enough amongst the coaching change of Daryl Gibson after Michael Cheika, but Halsey, you're not there.
Well, obviously, I'm aware of that. But yeah, I think it's you see, you've highlighted Adam Ashley Cooper and Sukopi Kepu. They're off to Bordeaux, and you've mentioned Jacques Bokita. I'm the last name there. See, the thing
that was on purpose,
the thing that you don't realise is there's three names there that were known as the big three in the Tahs last year. That was McKibben, Chapman and Hoyles, the three spiritual leaders of the organisation. So forget the fact that Cheika's left. Forget the fact that Bernard Foley's out. The biggest threat to the Waratahs campaign is the big three have left. I wanted that stated.
All right, well, that's good to know. But what do you make of Daryl Gibson? What do you make of the actual change?
They're a really good chance. I think they've done very well in the off-season. Speaking to a few of the guys, they've enjoyed it, but it's been as hard, if not harder, than the brutality that they were sort of taken under Check's 3 seasons there. So I think Daryl's done a great job in keeping them that mindset of you have to train hard, and they've still got a huge amount of experienced players. They've got the big loss for me, besides the big three, is probably Sukopi Kepu at tight head. Everyone knows how important a tight head is in world rugby. Angus Tavo has come over from Auckland. I just don't know a huge amount about him. That's why I'm saying it's a big loss. Sukopi Kepu, they're big shoes to fill. Paddy Ryan jumped over to Loosehead in the front row. Ben Robinson's on the bench, as is Jeremy Till. So I think the big concern for me is just the fact that it's a relatively new setup in the front row, and the fact that Bernard Foley's going to miss a month of footy.
Well, it's an interesting backline name to play the Reds. We've got Nick Phipps at 9, Kurtley Beale at 10, Zac Guildford on the left wing, David Horwitz at inside centre for his Super Rugby debut, Rob Horn at outside, Matt Carraro on the right wing, and Israel Folau at fullback. It's still strong. If you take out Adam Ashley Cooper, you take out Big Tom Kelly, it's still a strong backline.
I think, Kurtley being at number 10, we've seen him play there a huge amount of times. Kurtley, and my concern with Bernard being out is just how good Bernard and Kurtley's combination had become. They really started to gel over the last 2 years in Waratahs and Wallaby jerseys. But Kurtley is a quality footballer, and number 10, I think he enjoys the opportunity to play there. So he's just as likely to go out the first 4 weeks and really challenge Bernard, or to say to Daryl, I want to stay here, and let's see how you come up with your side after that.
The first 5 for the Waratahs is the Reds at home, of course, and the Brumbies away. Then they've got the bye, Highlanders at home, and then Reds again away. I mean, it's a pretty soft-ish, I guess you could say, first 5, obviously with the Brumbies and Highlanders thrown in, but have that bye early. Do you like that bye early?
No, I don't, to be honest. I think most players have worked really hard this time of season. You want to get 3 to probably 5+ games in before you feel like you need a rest. But having said that, they've had that. I don't read into draws too much.
All right, quick prediction against the Reds this weekend. How do you see it going? And then for the season
it'll
ahead,
be a bloodbath.
Crystal ball, mate.
It'll be they'll win easily against the Reds. Easily. We said 50 during. You said 50 during the week, didn't you?
I didn't say anything, mate. I left that to you.
Yeah, you take it off now. The camera's in front of you. Yeah, I think they'll win easily. The Brumbies next week, that's going to be their big test, how they come up against a genuine competitive side, because I don't think the Reds will be this weekend.
We're just quickly on Zac Guildford as well. What have you heard about him getting back into the fold and settling into Waratah land?
I haven't heard a huge amount, to be honest. I know he came over to the Waratahs, like the big factor was Daryl Gibson. He'd coached him previously in the Crusaders. He believes that Daryl's someone who can help him off the field and help him get himself a little bit more balanced, because he's had his troubles in the past. So if he's happy off the field, then that's going to transfer into some good performance for the Waratahs. Like, he is an outstanding footballer. He was an All Black at the age of 20 or 21, and he was involved in the World Cup squad in 2011. So his talent is, no one's ever questioned his talent. If he gets the other stuff right, then could be a huge addition for the Tahs.
We're looking forward to seeing him and the Tahs in action on Saturday night and for the season ahead.